Fake news. Who have never heard of fake news? Lot of things you read online, especially in your social media, fake may appear to be true, often is not. Fake news is news, stories or hoaxes created to deliberately misinform or deceive readers. Usually, these stories are created to either influence people's views, push a political agenda or cause confusion, and can often be a profitable business for online publishers. Fake news stories can deceive people by looking like trusted websites or using similar names and web addresses to reputable news organizations. At the start of 2016, in a small town called Vilis in Macedonia, an 18-year-old high school student discovered that he could make money than his parents by building a fake news site. To protect his identity, we call him Boris. And here how he did it. He wrote tons of false articles about the US election, most of them salacious. The articles were shared on Facebook, garnering tons of traffic, so much so that Boris' most popular website earned him $160,000 over the course of a few months. That's way higher than the average monthly salary in Macedonia, which is $3,071. So Boris dropped out high school and he was not alone. In final weeks of election, there were more than 100 political websites registered to Belize. The most popular story were pro-Trump, but that's not because Boris and his fake news publisher like the candidate, they just like the money. Trump supporters just happen to be more likely to share fake news. Researcher checks 30 million share fake news about Trump's story on Facebook, but why were companies advertising on fake news sites? They weren't directly. Those ads were placed by service like Google AdSense or AdNexus, which act as intermediaries between advertiser and small-time publisher like Boris. They negotiate how much ad cost and manage payment from advertiser to publisher. Those ads follow people where they go online. Remember, when you recently search for the onesie, well, that was tracked and matched with advertisers selling the product. So, everywhere you go on the web onesie and follows advertiser, and this one advertised against, but it's hard to keep up, so sometimes they pop up on fake news sites that haven't been discovered yet. While Boris and his friend were making money, fake news became one of the major scandals of 2016 election. Made you wonder if sites like Boris even helped Trump win. A joint study by NYU and Stanford University found it may not have tipped the election as much as one would think it. It found that one fake news story would need to be as persuasive as 36 TV commercials to swing the voter. Still, the backlash forced tech giants like Google, Facebook to do something. Facebook is now partnering with checking organizations like Snoop and PolitiFacts to flag the articles that present deliberately misleading content. Google now cut off AdSense revenue to sites with spoof domain like NewYorkPolitics.com, but that's still flogging fake news after it been published and shared to tech companies like Mood propose combining algorithm with human insight to catch fake news before it spreads.
Today I will present to you about the fake news and miscommunication. Okay, seperti mana yang kita tahu, platform media sosial yang paling popular digunakan sekarang adalah WhatsApp. Okay, jadi popular messaging app WhatsApp today said it is exploring ways to check the spread of a fake news through its platform, whether it is from the WhatsApp or not. WhatsApp software engineering have said that Alan Carr turned the situation as complex because of the end-to-end encryption of message on the platform does not allow anyone except the sender and the receiver to read the message. When end-to-end encrypted, your message, which is photos, videos, voice message, documents, status updates and calls are secured from falling into the wrong hands. Okay, so what is end-to-end encryption? Okay, end-to-end encryption is a system of communication where only the communicating user can read the message. The messages are encrypted by the sender, but the third party does not have a means to decrypt them and store them encrypted. The recipient retrieve the encrypted data and decrypt it themselves. Okay, next we go to how to verify that the chat has end-to-end encryption. Okay, first we open the chat, and second tap on the name of the contact to open the contact info screen, and third tap encryption to view the QR code and 60-digit number. If you and your contact are physically next to each other, one of you can scan the other's QR code or visually compare to 60-digit number. If you can scan the QR code, then the code is indeed the same. A green check mark will appear. Since they match, you can be sure that no one is intercepting your message or calls. Okay, seperti mana yang kita tahu, WhatsApp ni adalah salah satu platform media yang boleh dipercayai kerana dia menggunakan end-to-end encryption. Jadi kita punya message dan kita punya calls adalah secured dengan end-to-end encryption tu. Jadi penting untuk kita fikir apabila kita ada business contact, several people in the business might see your message, tapi sebenarnya business may employ other company to manage its communication. For example, dia boleh store balik message kita, dia boleh baca dan dia pun boleh respond untuk kita punya message. Okay, security is an essential to all the services we are in WhatsApp provided. We complete the implementation of end-to-end encryption in 2016 for all messaging and calling on WhatsApp, so that no one and not even us has access to the content of your conversation. Jadi WhatsApp dah bagi kita jaminan yang sejak daripada 2016 kita punya message dan kita punya calls adalah kita punya hak. Diorang tidak akan ada hak untuk access kita punya conversation. Okay, since the digital security has become even more important, we have seen multiple examples where criminal hackers illegally obtain vast sums of private data and abuse technology to hurt people with their stolen information. So, we have introduced more features like video calling and status. We have extended end-to-end encryption to these features as well. Okay, WhatsApp has no ability to see the content of message or listening to calls on WhatsApp. That is because encryption and decryption message sent on WhatsApp occur entirely on your devices. Before a message ever leave your devices, it's secure with a cryptographic lock, and only the recipient has the key. Jadi kita boleh make sure lah yang sebenarnya WhatsApp yang kita hantar tu dan yang kita terima tu dah di-secure dengan end-to-end encryption.
Instead of quick fix, we need to take the time to better understand the problems and also the kaleidoscope of actors and symptoms. We are now facing a mix of junk news, computational propaganda, information pollution, and also low digital literacy. Nowadays, there are many people that are already working on ways to tackle the parts of the problems. Developers and also publishers are now trying to build more thoughtful and balanced communities around their news. The Credibility Coalition is now working on a web standard to support the detection of less trustworthy and also unreliable content. At school, teachers are now developing curricula to help their students grapple with the misinformation. And also, the social media platforms are now trying to make politicians ads more transparent, although with the limited effects. Okay, now we move to the advantages, disadvantages intelligence and also future work in the fake news and miscommunication. As we know, online misinformation is a major threat to the health of the internet and all the societies it touches because of the potential for the political disorder, the undermining of the truth, and also the hatred and rumors that can spread in conflict or disaster zones. But also because attempt quick fix by politicians with or without altruist motive may threaten the openness of the internet. As the example, Germany's reactions to the misinformation and hate speech online was to make the social media platform responsible for taking down unlawful content. Not only that, Russia and also Kenya have also passed law that follow suit. We should be wary of any solution that make Facebook, Twitter, or even the effort like this succeed. Many people still argue that we'll still have to tackle a bigger internet health problems such as the underlying online advertising and also the engagement model that reward abuse, fraud, and also misinformation. It is hard to imagine that fixing these problems without regulation, radical change in the internet business model or both.
Okay, next I will present about the Facebook. At the Facebook, they fight the spread of fake news in disrupting economic incentive because most of fake news in finance motivation. They found that a lot of fake news in financial motivation. The spammer makes money by masquerading as a legitimate news publisher as and posting hoaxes that get people to visit their site, which are often mostly ads. Facebook, they fight the spread of false news in disrupting economic incentive because most of false news in financially motivation. This spammer makes money by masquerading as a legitimate news publisher and posting hoaxes that get people to visit their site, which are often mostly ads. Some of the steps that Facebook taking include better identify fake news through community and third-party fact-checking organizations so that we can limit its spread, which is then make it uneconomical. Make it as difficult as possible for people posting fake news to buy ads on their platform through strict enforcement of our policy. Apply machine learning to assess their response terms in detect fraud and enforcing our policy against inauthentic spam account. Update our detection of fake account on a Facebook, which making spam at scala much harder. Since 2016, Facebook employees have used Storm Chaser to track daily viral posts and debug misinformation about Facebook. It tracks everything from the rumors that Facebook listens to users. Storm Tracker offer a reminder that Facebook has a unique advantage because its own major social media platform, which have unique insight and where necessary, it can take measures to debug rumors and prank. It also raised a question about exactly how private Facebook future will be while tools like this exist.